Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sage here, and I'm on the new map studio, which isn't really new. If you actually recognize this, it's because it's actually firing range. It's just been reskinned and revamped for basically Black Ops 2 usage, and we're actually going to be looking at you know, little key factors that that we had in Black Ops 1 that aren't really in this, and maybe some little Easter eggs that we could find on the way. So the first thing I actually realized when I came in here is these little stalls here. You can't actually look under them anymore. They're, you know, you can't see under them anymore, which actually I don't really like because it sort of destroys the line of sight that was really cool to use here. But you know, I guess there's a few more on this map, you know, that you could probably use. The second thing I actually found on this map is actually pretty cool. In this actual trailer thing here, I guess it's corridor building, or I don't know what you'd call it. I guess you'd just call it trailer. There's a bunch of guns on the wall. Now, these look extremely weird. As you can see, we have a Vector, a K10 Vector, and the ray gun. Yes, that's right. We have the ray gun here. If you actually look at it, it's the actual same sort of outline as the normal Porter's X2 ray gun, or the ray gun itself. And you know, I've realized that, and I was actually pretty surprised about it. Now, the other ones we see here, I really don't know what that is. It's sort of looks weird. If any of you guys think you might know what that is, it sort of looks like an AK, I guess. I don't know. That's a bit weird as well. But I definitely recognize the Vector with what seems to be massive sight on it, and the ray gun. And these are basically spread out. You know, there's mini ray guns and mini Vectors now. They sort of just shrunk the image. And big thing that's from like War of the Worlds or something like that. So another thing that I've realized, and I'm going to go back to Black Ops 1 gameplay right about now, is if you see on top where I'm standing right now, and back to Black Ops 2 now, you cannot see through there. And this used to be like one of my favorite spots for search and destroy and other objective game types. You can now not see through that, and it's actually kind of annoying, but I guess they may not have known about the line of sight itself, so you can't really do much about it. One thing they have improved though is the line of sight here. You can actually jump up on the table and see all the way through the back to there, and if you can actually jump up on there, you can actually see all the way back through there, and at this barrel here, I guess you could see over into the back alleyway there. Now, to be quite honest, they've did quite a lot of improvements on this map. It looks really good. I actually like it how it looks a lot. I mean, you can't jump up on this car like you used to be able to. I'm pretty sure you could. These are all carts now. You can still head glitch at the back of them and all that type of stuff, and you can still explode them. They still got this little thing here. Unlike firing range, you probably can't see through that with a VTOL warship or something, and it's a really good counter spot for a VTOL, I guess. So back here, I reckon a lot of callouts will change now, because this could be called City, and it's actually, as you can see, it's a massive city. They've got a lot of little notches you can actually hide in here. I guess it's not really a reskin, more of a remake, and there's a lot of little notches you can actually hide in that I really didn't realize in Black Ops 1. You could either call this City or green screen, and guess or Main Street or something like that, and have little cars on fire and all that type of stuff. Another thing is up here. Now, a lot of people knew about this up top part, but you couldn't actually look through here. Well, you probably could, but you couldn't see through there very well because there was grass and debris everywhere, and well, it wasn't really good line of sight. Now you can actually jump up on here and look straight into the back sort of garage thing, and get a really good line of sight. These little jump spots are still here. Like I said, it's basically just a reskin, except wasn't there a window here? I'm not entirely sure. Don't hold me against it. I'm not sure if there was a window there, or there probably wasn't, but you know, who knows. Now, there's a couple of barrels here, you know, just replacing the car that was here. I reckon they could have put a car in here, but, you know, they made it so it was a Hollywood set. Now, you can still jump up on this. This is another line of sight I like to use a lot. You could actually peek across over to here and head glitch this, so you could actually look into bottom plywood and all that type of stuff. You can actually get some pretty good coverage on it. They still got the tower here, which is pretty awesome. It's actually it's pretty much the same as last time. You know, you can basically look through everything here, and, you know, basically everything there. I've also got up on top of plywood. Plywood seems to be a bit more refurbished, and that just scared the shit out of me. Yeah, plywood seems to be a bit more refurbished. It's not exploded here anymore. It's basically just a nice little cutout, and still not really a lot of cover up there. Now, that's basically all I've really figured out for now that they've changed. Now, the problems with this is that some of the lines of sight they've gotten rid of just don't work for me, because if I'm a very big person on line of sight, I love using, you know, map knowledge to my advantage against public players or professional players, and you know, I really enjoyed most of the Black Ops 1's maps because they had millions and millions of line of sight. I'm sure there's tons on this map at the moment. Like say, this one wasn't on Black Ops 1 because there was debris here and all that type of stuff, but you know, they just change it way too much. So anyway guys, that's basically the review of this new map. I guess you could say it's a new map because it's just a reskin. But anyway guys, like if you liked it, like if you disliked it, subscribe if you liked it, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and off in the distance. Alright, peace out guys, love you all, peace.